Hello! So yesterday I actually got the chance to play the full game of F1, which I thought was actually going to be just a demo, but it's actually the full game, almost the gold edition or whatever it was. But yeah, it was basically the whole game, had every track on it, every proving ground and stuff like that. It definitely felt like really good. I have a little bit of gameplay here for you. So I guess we'll start off with the graphics. The graphics do feel like not a dramatic improvement, but they definitely feel a lot nicer. Even in some of the gameplay you can see the reflections of the sort of grandstands and stuff on the car, on the McLaren. It definitely feels really nice. It's not dramatically different. I mean, you can see little details that have just improved. Nothing overly dramatic, but it definitely looks a lot nicer. And a little bit more crisp. Nothing staggeringly crazy. So as soon as you jump in the car, you sort of already in like F1 2011 mode. And you sort of go for the corner. And the first corner I went to, I span out. It does feel a lot different this year. It's a lot more sensitive on the controls. A lot more sensitive on the acceleration. You have to be a lot more careful. For some reason I just saw a track in Monaco and picked that as my first race. And that was a massive mistake. The car seems to struggle when it's going like a very slow pace. So if you're going around a very tight bend, such as the ones in Monaco, the car feels very loose. It feels like it can go out at any moment. So what you have to do, you have to sort of throttle the acceleration a bit. So you have to sort of play completely different to how you played F1 2011. Where you can like make some stupidly quick lap just by holding down the throttle and just going for it. This one you have to sort of feather the throttle around the corners and you're sort of hesitating all the time, as it feels like the car can sort of automatically sort of go out on you. So I'm guessing setup's going to be even more important this year. I was actually really surprised when we were playing this. I was speaking to Harrison 101 and he was quite surprised that we were both like talking about how we thought it was going to go more towards the more sort of newer beginners. But it definitely felt a lot more hardcore to me, this game. Which is, again, I think that's pretty cool for us lot who are majorly into F1, the game. But for people who are just starting, we'll be a little bit scared, I think. I mean, as soon as they go into a race, it's going to spin out. It's fairly simple. I'm the one who, I have quite a lot of experience with F1, and I span out pretty quick. And I span out quite a few times that evening. It definitely does take some time to get used to. That's something I noticed a lot as well. If you go offline, you get punished quite severely. And the gravel stays on for a very unusual amount of time. You're going down the straight and the gravel's still on it. It just doesn't come off. It's really weird how it gets sort of stuck. If you go offline, you pick up a lot of rubber. And your car feels like it's got no grip, and it definitely does punish you. If you decide that you want to, or you go off track, or you do like a late break and you go offline, your car will sort of slow down when you go off the track. So you don't get any advantages of diving across the corners, which hopefully will be implemented to the online multiplayer. So that will mean people can't just cut corners and overtake you and annoy the living hell out of you, which will be pretty good. So what happens when you sort of go offline, you sort of automatically sort of slow down, the car slows down, and yeah, that's all you can do really. That's definitely a really cool idea, and it's definitely going to improve online and actual single player itself. So some of the tracks I tried, and they definitely look a lot better overall, the tracks. I tried Albert Park, Singapore, Monaco, Silverstone, and I think there's another one I can't remember. Belgium I think was the other one. Oh, and Monza. So yeah, I tried it like 7 or whatever it was. So definitely had quite a good sort of experience with the game. I had quite a lot of time on the actual game itself. As I said, the graphics do look a lot better, and it definitely does feel like the overall experience of the game and the menus feels a lot nicer, a lot more easier to use. I didn't see an option to sort of set up a Grand Prix like you can't set up like 3 races, I don't think anymore. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Don't take me down on that. But yeah, even like the stuff like changing the car setup looks a lot nicer. The menus just look a lot more cleaner and a lot more easier to use. So I tried some of the proving ground stuff, the Champions mode. A lot of you probably know about the Raikkonen one, where you're his teammate and you have to try and catch him up. I tried it on medium. You can pick up between easy, medium and hard. I picked medium first of all, and I span out on the last corner of the penultimate lap. So I span out. I got excited because I took over 2 cars at once into the last chicane in Spa, and I sort of pushed the acceleration down and just span out. But yeah, it's definitely really fun. It's really addictive. Some reason I'd done it on hard later on, and I'd done completely fine. I finished it and I managed to get up to like 3rd place, which is definitely pretty cool. The car feels set up really nicely. Even Raikkonen I think goes off the track sometimes because he's struggling, which is really nice to see. Seeing the AI sort of spin off and make mistakes. During my first try of it, the Proving Grounds Championship mode, Raikkonen actually goes off the track. I go past him, And then we get this new thing that pops up. It's like a penalty system. If you do a legal overtake, give back the position in 6 seconds, I think it is. And I was like, what the hell's happened here? So I watched the replay several times, and it's like a bug or something, because Raikkonen went off the track and I just overtook him. And so isn't it classed as an overtake that was illegal, which is a little bit weird, and I hope that's sort of fixed for the actual game, because that was worrying. Because I couldn't see any problem with what I'd done. I didn't touch him, didn't push him off the track, he just went off the track because he was losing grip. I also saw some gameplay of Monaco. This guy was playing on the big screen, the one you're seeing recorded, and he went down the Monaco straight just after the chicane coming out the bridge, and there's like a board thing that sticks out slightly, I think, out the barrier. It's like an invisible thing where you crash again. I thought, oh man, what the hell is this about? And he doesn't crash into the wall, he just obliterates into thin air, and that was a little bit worrying as well. It's just an invisible barrier that just smashed the car into smithereens, and he got retired. That was a bit odd. I think he slightly scraped the wall, and it just went, and he hit this small little barrier, which is like the warning marker for when you brake. So that was a little bit weird. I tried a bit of the F1 driver's test. I found it really, really boring. I came in, I think the first thing I'd done was jumped on the young driver's test, and I couldn't finish it because I thought it's so boring. And obviously, like, you're quite eager to sort of do a race, and I just went, oh, I'm going to skip this. And yeah, that was a bit boring. I'd done like a straight line test and was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go off this. And I just went into a quick race. So the second Proving Ground Champions mode is Lewis Hamilton. You're Lewis Hamilton's teammate, and it's wet. He's on Inters, I think he is, and we're on dries. And this is like the most hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I didn't see anyone actually finish it. Me and Harrison tried it several times, and we couldn't do it. We even tried on easy, and it's really, really difficult. And you've got to try and stay out for like 4 laps, I think it is, and try and stay in first position. And it's a right old struggle. The tyres do not like it. You go around the first bend and you feel the car just spinning out really, really slowly. It's nearly impossible to do. It's a lot of fun. I can imagine it being quite addictive and you sort of getting angry and wanting to finish it. But I thought it was a little bit odd. It just felt really, really hard. So as I said, like in the previous parts, the car does feel a lot more planted when you're actually going through like very high speed corners, such as El Rouge. It feels like the car's really planted and it's sort of gripped onto the track. I thought the DRS was a lot more effective this year. I was like cruising down like the straight around Spa. Some guy behind me, I think it was Grosjean, had a DRS and just went straight past me, like absolutely no hesitation. The AI does seem a little bit more aggressive on the overtakes. It does want to try and overtake you, so that's definitely a positive. And I actually thought everyone was trying with obviously McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull. I thought, oh, I'm going to try something else. So I tried the Lotus or the K2 even, and I wanted to see like how it performed. I put it into legend mode, had all my assists on still, and it felt really, really good. It felt like you was actually a team that was at the back, so I was struggling to keep some of the cars behind. I think I managed to get like 14th in the end. I think I was around 14th or 16th. I don't remember now. But yeah, it does feel, you got like this little pack of cars. So it's like a group of 6 of you, like all the HRTs, the Marissas, and you're like a little group, which is definitely more realistic. I had a TYRES behind me for ages, desperately trying to overtake me. I just held him back, which definitely felt pretty good. And the AI is a lot more aggressive this year. It does feel like you're actually sort of in a race, which is obviously what the main goal is of this game. Thanks for checking my first impressions of the F1 2012 game. Thanks to Eurogamer and Codemasters for letting me check it out. Definitely improvement on the last game, and I'm definitely going to put down your pounds and dollars on this game if you like F1 and the F1 games. It's definitely a very good improvement, a lot more realistic, a lot more fun. I can see myself playing this game a lot. So yeah, make sure you press that little like button, subscribe, and come out soon for loads more F1 2012 content. We have the demo coming out next Tuesday on the 11th of September, and the game comes out on the 21st of September. So thanks for watching, and come back soon.